Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel, G Squad. I'm so happy to see you today. So, as you can see, we are going to be using those cool little plastic sheets that I bought a few weeks ago I got them on Amazon, but they're by Beauty Gallery. And I've not really used them a ton on the channel yet. And I was going through my collection thinking, what do I want to do on my nails? And boom, it came to me. So on two of our nails, we are going to use this really cool Mylar sort of sheets. They're not, they're a little more plasticky feeling than actual Mylar, but they're super fun to work with, and I really think they're pretty. We're using purple, a pretty green, a blue, and gold, and I'm just smashing them together between my fingers and then chopping them up. If you do this technique, please be careful. You don't want to cut yourself, but the pads of your fingers are really strong right there, and if you're holding enough stuff, there's plenty of room for you to move those scissors in there. So, but please be careful. Okay, it really matters. You do not want to hurt yourself, okay? But I did want to get some nice crumpled pieces. I didn't want to just cut it flat. I want there to be crinkles and creases and crumples in the actual plastic itself, so that when it's in the nail, it's not laying flat. And you'll see what I mean when we get to that part. Okay, now we are fast forwarding quite a bit to building the actual nails that are going to have that product that we just created encased in there. And to get that started, we're just going to go ahead and lay down a very thin layer of clear builder gel. If you want to remove the form at this point, you'll want to do a thicker layer of builder gel than I'm doing here, but I'm really not doing a thick layer. I don't really enjoy pulling off the forms. I know a lot of techs do, and it makes it easier for them, but honestly, I just don't like to do that. I prefer to leave the form. It feels like there's a more firm foundation there for me to work on when I leave the form. So I do, but if you don't, make sure you leave a little bit more, put a little bit more. But I like to leave it super thin so I've got room to work, so that's why I leave my forms on. It's totally a personal preference, right? So now we're gonna take those little bits and pieces of plasticky Mylar and just press it into that wet builder gel. That's the second layer that we put down. And we're just going to leave it all raised and messy and looking crazy. And honestly, I think it looks pretty right now. I love it right now. Even before encapsulation, I think that look is so pretty. I just love the messy chaos of it. There's so much about it that catches your eye. And once it's encapsulated and you can really move the nail around and see it, you just see all those crinkles and all of the texture and all of the different levels to it, and it makes me so happy. Now the encapsulation on this is a little bit more intense, and you're going to see that coming right up. And here it is. Let's go ahead and encapsulate. Now there's so much sticking up that your normal way of doing a slip layer is probably not going to really work the way you want it to. So what I'm doing is just trying to make sure that I'm getting each and every little piece a little wet so that the gel is attracted to it, right? So as if you just slide right down, a lot of the pieces are going to push flat and then bounce back up and not have any gel on the other side. So I'm just trying to make everything as attractive to the gel as possible, because gel likes gel, right? And it's probably going to be a little taller than a normal nail to start with, but we will do a tiny bit of filing to pull that down. But all of those little points and high spots in the Mylar is going to be reflected in your gel, and so There is going to be a couple of extra seconds of filing, but really that's it. So now after I finished encapsulating, we're coming in with the drill. And I know I don't usually show my filing on camera, but I really thought it was important to show you how quickly the high spots just come right down with your drill. And this is not even my coarse bit, this is just my medium bit drill bit, and I'm just floating down the nail, taking those high spots down. And you can see there's still so much Mylar down in the nail that you're not really disturbing your look, but you are just smoothing out the surface of that nail. And it does really go very quickly because those little areas are super thin, and it seems like it's going to be a problem at first, but it's just so easy. It's super easy to get rid of that. And if you've ever done a nail that's lumpy bumpy, you know what I'm talking about. At first you think, oh, this is going to be a nightmare, but it's not at all. Okay, these are the finished filed nails, and before I got started, I actually took my transfer foils and went through them and found pretty close matches to the colors that we used in the Mylars. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put on a little transfer foil gel, and this is by the iMethod Beauty, which thus far is my favorite transfer gel. I just did a full sheet transfer last night of the cutest little, I don't want to tell you what it is, just the cutest little pattern, and we are so going to do a set with those soon, and I'm just trying to decide if I want to wear it myself. But it's kind of cutesy, and I don't usually do cutesy, but we'll see. So now I'm just coming in with those colors, the same cut, and you can see they're so similar to the same colors that are in the encapsulated nails. So happy that these coincided together so well, because the effect, I'm so pleased with how everything ended up turning out. So the colors again are purple, green, blue, and gold, and we are using that gold right now to fill up all the little spots that didn't get any of the other three colors. I wanted the gold to be a little on the more subtle side, but it's still, I mean, there's nothing subtle about the set. And that's what I love about it. I love that it's so in your face and so awesome and pretty. You'll have to let me know once it's all finished if you agree that you also think it's pretty, because not everybody likes the same thing. Everybody has a different beauty aesthetic, and that's kind of what makes everything awesome, because there's so much variety, and I love that. And that's what I love about these nails, because there's so much going on with the color. There's just so much there, and it's so eye-catching and so cute. We are going to add a very subtle little detail with some more transfer foil. We're going to put another layer of transfer foil glue on each of these three nails, and that is about to happen as soon as I finish pressing all of these colors in. And here we go. This is just a cute lined floral pattern, and first of all, this pattern is not super intricate. I would bet that with a good brush and a steady hand, you could hand paint this and it would stand out more. As this is, the white is sort of transparent, so it does start to pick up the color that's behind it. That's what makes it so subtle, because you have got to really look at the nail to see that. But that's kind of what I liked, is the quiet on top of the loud. So I like things that are a juxtaposition. And now it's time for some top coat. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, so it's top coat time. And we are coming in with my favorite top coat. If you know what it is, let me know in the comment section. Of course, it'll be listed, so you could cheat. But if you know, you know. If you know what my favorite is, you know. Look at how that is. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Here's another shot of it. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That Mylar just shines in there. And the effect of the crinkliness of it, I love that so much. Now I do always like to leave my hand upside down a few seconds when I do top coat, just to make sure that nothing is pooling on the sides. But you do want to make sure that you do have everything completely covered when you do your top coat. I was looking at one of my nails, not of this set, the other day, and I was like, wow, I missed some top coat there, and it made me feel sad. Guys, this is a finished set. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.